My laptop broke around 2 weeks before I bought a new one. I downloaded some virus that completely wrecked my computer. It was a pretty good gaming laptop, and I make a fortune off posting YouTube videos of me playing games. I have around 6,000 subscribers, and one of my subscribers recently had asked me if I could help him out with something. Along with being an active content creator on YouTube, I test games on the side. And yes, this seems stupid, but my naive and terribly trusting self downloaded a game a subscriber wanted me to test. It appeared relatively normal to me, the graphics were great, and it was overall an interesting and well-made game. And unsurprisingly, seeing as this was a dedicated subscriber, I was even a character model inside of it. It was pretty spot on, which was to my enjoyment. However, this game was a total lie. Despite its extremely solid gameplay, it was laced with viruses creeping inside of my computer, which didn't really take action until I left my computer to go to my grandma's house for my cousin's birthday. And well, when I came back hours later, it was totally destroyed. But enough about my gullibility. My main concern is the new laptop I bought off eBay. It had a relatively affordable price for someone who had enough money to call it affordable, at least. And fortunately for me, I was one of those people. So, of course, I was the only one to even try to buy it. In the end, I'm now stuck with a computer that has some really odd app, Match Sim. At first, I just assumed, hey, this was probably used before. I mean, the fact that it was the only app on there was a bit alarming. It was smack down in the middle of the default home screen, with the Windows icon in the back. Aforementioned, I am a total idiot. I decided to open it up, to be met with a black screen with red text that was so decorated I couldn't read it. So overall, creepy, but kind of on trying to scare you so bad CreepyPasta scary. It was probably a prank from the previous owner, so I pressed the big red button that said, begin. And so, the computer then turned off. I booted the computer back up, and the app was still there. I dragged it to the trash bin, to no avail. And when I say I tried everything, I mean I tried everything to get rid of it. I ended up contacting the seller, who in response, deleted his account. Wait, as I sat in my chair, completely frustrated, the application opened up by itself. The starting screen didn't appear, it launched straight into the game, which kind of appeared to look like some 2000s dating site. The site was a total contrast to the start screen. Pink, white, sparkly, had a girl in a blue bikini, and a dude shirtless. A prompt appeared on my screen, asking me to type a nickname and a password. Nicholas and NJY7768 were my answers to those two questions. Then, 3 languages popped up for me to choose from. I, a total social reject who failed my Spanish classes, of course chose English. It only took a minute for me to get my first message from a girl named Frietta. Hey, just saw you were new on here. Haven't seen anyone in quite a bit. Frietta had sent, and it was getting hard to tell if this was a genuine dating site or a realistic dating sim. Are you gonna stare at my message all day? Frietta was persistent. It had only been about 30 seconds, and she was typing again. Hey, sorry, what's up? I responded. Frietta sure had a fast reaction time. The second I sent that, the bubble that indicated she was typing popped up again. Nothing much, just a bit bored. Haven't seen anyone in quite a bit. How about you? Repetitive too, I guess. Well, there's a lot more dating sites you can go on. Why do you stay on here all the time? Maybe that ticked her off, because it took her quite a while to respond this time. How was your day? She replied after about a minute, which made me more suspicious of her not even being a real person. Despite this, I continued messaging her for the rest of the day. It was entertaining, I couldn't lie. Frietta was a nice girl with an enchanting charm. Days passed. I couldn't stop speaking to Frietta. I wouldn't leave my room. I went on hiatus on YouTube. Soon enough, Frietta asked me if we could video call. This was, well, obviously, shocking. Frietta couldn't be real, but something in me wanted her to be real. When I said yes, I was unsurprised to see her type a phone number into the chat. I had no hope that it was a real number, but I called it anyways. Hello, a soft-spoken voice answered. My eyes widened in fear and excitement. Frietta, it's me, Nicholas. I responded, and a thrilled gasp rung in my ear. Nicholas, you're real, she screeched, almost making me drop my phone. She initiated a video call, and she was breathtaking. We talked for hours, about our suspicions about each other, about our families, and friends. We spoke and bonded until our throats were sore. In the morning, Frietta requested to meet, and with intoxicated delight, I quickly tapped back a yes. We met in the afternoon. Frietta's rose-scented perfume stained my nostrils. She was beautiful, a goddess. Frietta hugged me, and we talked each other's heads off. As the afternoon turned to the night, we walked down empty streets, which was weird. We were in a city. Why would the streets be empty, especially at night? I grabbed her hand, squeezing it tight. You haven't noticed yet, have you, Nick? She sighed, stopping in her tracks. I looked over at her, furrowing my eyebrows. Nicholas, this isn't your world. It's mine. You believed in me, and that's what cursed you. I stepped back for a moment, confusion tinting my face. What? You fell for it, Nicholas. I did too, but I don't have to suffer anymore. I don't have to wait for eternity for someone to start up that computer once more. The cycle will repeat for decades and centuries to come. I didn't understand. Nothing she talked about made sense. I looked around, taking it all in. The pixelated edges of the skyscraper, the hum of the computer run throughout, and more importantly, Frietta Dinell, a missing girl from 2010, a girl who had vanished into seemingly thin air. That's what I was going to become. Frietta would get away, but I wouldn't. You manifested me back into your reality, and I thank you for that. But in that place, it will be your spot I will take. Thank you, Nicholas, truly. Would I stay in here for years like Frietta? Would I have to trick someone into falling in love with me, just like Frietta did? What will become of me? Frietta vanished, and I was left alone. She tricked me. Frietta tricked me. The woman I thought I loved tricked me into bringing her back to life, and now I will have to do the same.